Right, so this is the first look of the Marvelous Mosaic pack. I just recently got it. I've been trying to make this episode for a little while, but I've just been rather busy, so a little later than I wanted to, but it's okay. The challenge for the most beautiful city is still under effect, but this is not my main civilization here. This is just for this demo in particular. Right, so now that I've got it to a suitable balance, I can't do any research yet. So I just started this recently. I basically set it up yesterday just for this. I could use a few more people.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Sent him on a mission. Okay. Now to get into what I'm actually here for. So I've built it up to where I can get a decent amount of balance. This isn't necessarily the layout that I would be choosing for permanent use, but we're going to start with walls and hedges. Cortical wall. Gates of Heroes. That looks pretty cool. Hidden walls. Its strength lies in the stones and mortar and the ivy and nests between the farms. Out of springtime. Large gate. Speak goal and entry. What would be more deserving of protection than Inner Sanctum? Fortress Garden that was in mine. Okay. Alright, so the reason I don't have my camera on and my border, things like that, like I usually do, is because I really want this to be focusing on the art itself. And for reference, I am playing on PC, but I use a controller because I've always been more comfortable with the controller. So if you see the UI change like this, that's why. It's because if I switch in between, that's what happens. Okay, so I can build a visual, but I haven't upgraded any of my citizens yet. I might just keep them at tier 1 for this. So there's the gate of heroes. Pretty nice there. I am in Latin. This is just a normal difficulty. On a creative mode. Why is it doing that? See if I put one of these here, and I'm going to test out the smaller wall.
Rise with the stars and sleep in the straw, and no one will want to take your place.
So then if I take something like this, which looks like a really nice entrance, and then I combine it with one of these other walls, I can make it look like maybe there were some older ones that were left. Or just smaller ones. Put something like this.
Wanna play knuckle bones?
Okay. Let's see what my clothes are.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Time flies, as do we.
So what is...
I got him doing a mission just to raise a little bit of money because the cosmetics do cost. At least I believe so. They used to. Let's see. So I tested out these walls, structures and buildings, ground patterns. We're gonna go with structures and buildings first just because it's smaller. These are all the grid mosaics. It looks like. This is all the individual tiles. Lots of different ones going on. I like the idea of this one here. Really matches with my flag. You can see here it doesn't take up too much space. It's important to note as well that these... Oh, so it takes about as much space as a residence. So it's important to know that these... do not act as roads. So you can't...
Fields. They need someone to tend
can't
them, no
ship
doubt.
goods on them. But people can walk on them. So your citizens will be able to walk on them, but I feel like he's going over it right now. But the carts won't be able to go over it, and it won't connect things. So if you're hoping for it to do that, I'm sorry, but it's just not gonna work out.
When the seagulls cry, that's when sailors thrive.
So we put the torches here.
Fareway, Praetor.
You shall have a prize.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Alright, so these governors are really close together.
Wherever I go, there are these girls waiting for me. And there seem to be more of them every time.
Festina Lente.
Alright. Okay, so here's this going on right here. Sacred Tree Mosaic. Celtic Root meets Tessera. Sol Magnificus Mosaic. Taste of Decorum. Lecture and Art. That too is a form of quest. Conquest. Form of conquest. This looks like something that you'd have church. The lavender scented fields, the
Our
proud
scouts have
cypress
sighted new land.
Ephesus by an unknown artist. Flashy music, lavish garden music, tracks,
Our
songbirds,
scouts have
and
sighted
so
new
forth.
land.
Very vibrant. So I've got one there. I'm gonna move this. Move this house over. I'm gonna try to put another one right here.
Fellow was killed by a bucket full of slop. Terrible way to go.
So the colors for them are set. Which is really not a terrible thing.
His mind's been gone for a while now. Won't shut up about the volcano and the moon and dark, whatever that means.
Just gonna give a little example of what this could be like. And these potted plants can actually go on certain places, which is nice. Let's see if see, like I can put a potted plant here.
place here. My heart's blazing.
Give you an idea of how that goes. And that tile I selected, inclined burnet mosaic. So there's quite a few different ones that are tiles out that you can use to set your own. They already had quite a few.
Old man
Different
was
types
stubborn as a
of
mule,
earth,
but never cruel.
flagstone,
When he
and then this
died,
one, the
he
solar
freed us.
mosaic, which you could unlock. Why did he stop?
Sailors! Forward!
Okay, so if I took... So you get this large mosaic here, and then if you wanted to, you could add...
Our scouts have sighted new land.
So you could have one that complements it, or one that contrasts it. Up to you.
That's another stick in the razor, huh?
And the tiles, Iris, Mosaic, Iris? Ground pattern that can be placed below most ornaments in buildings. Purple. Irrigated sandstone. But these tiles work pretty much the same. They will not count as roads. Amethyst stone.
Put a stamp on that. Let them know you made it.
And then you can go through and you can place torches on them.
Welcome to Lily Bayonne, Governor. I am Valeria Turan, proprietor
You can
of
also
its
place
many
things like this.
establishments.
Not on the large mosaics, but on the tiles. Which is nice.
These weeds will be good for fodder. We'll boil them.
So you might make kind of like a square here. And having ornaments in your civilization does a little bit more than just make it look good. It also adds to your prestige.
20 more years of this ahead of me, and that's if I'm lucky.
Midas has ass's ears. Midas has ass's ears.
Numa. I don't know. I think King Numa's wife is pretty good here. Of course, this is just for experimental
The
purposes.
latrine is calling.
To
Can
give
you cover for me?
kind of an idea. Of how these things work. So with the ability to put things in a diagonal pattern, you kind of have a little bit more freedom in the way that you decide to set things up. Things don't have to be symmetrical.
Nowhere, Praetor.
So let's sit there.
Any plans for tonight? Some of the boys from the Collegium found some choice amphorae.
I really like setting fortune off. Let's see, the planted trees, can we set planted trees in here? That's interesting because it's actually coming right out of the ground.
What a lovely brazier! My heart's blazing.
Create like a little garden. So that, yeah, this is just kind of an example.
Lilac and thyme.
of things that you can do.
What could you possibly require? We stand, waiting.
Look at those gains!
Okay, this is I'm gonna have to go back home. Block room. Alright, one more, and then I'm gonna have to cut this one short.
20 more years of this.
We'll work on it a little bit more later
Lots
tonight.
of them lucky.
I'm gonna... Let's see, where's a good spot for it? I want to put... the bathhouse down. Give you an idea of how you can really combine these things together here.
That's another stick in the brazier, huh? I'm freezing.
Okay. Move it back a smidge. See, should I use a big one? Gladium mosaic, lavish garden mosaic. I think I'm going to use the lavish garden one. And I'm going to show you how these could all be combined. Cypress. Oh. Couple of oaks. I'm gonna have those ones. Oak. The Albion oak. Okay, that's not gonna fit as well as I wanted it to. And I'm actually going to set this up in a way that it's not a full wall. I'm going to combine both this one and this one to give it kind of a ancient feel. Like maybe it's been here long enough for there to be some older one or simpler one.
My heart's blazing.
And then I'm going to finish it off here with a tile. Let's see, which one should I use for this one? No, the purple looks nice. Oh, that's interesting. So you can actually fill it in the area and then just change it on the fly.
I wouldn't mind being a cleaner for new
That's not at all what I was trying to do.
That's another stick in the brazier, huh? Freezing.
So sometimes, especially when building things that aren't exact, you'll run into things like this where you'll have like a corner that's overlapping. It takes a little bit of moving around in order to fix that, but it's not usually a big deal. Or you could always just do something like this and let it fill itself out. But often it can lead to more being built than is really necessary.
His mind's been going for a while now. Won't shut up about the volcano and the moving dark, whatever that means.
So you can kind of try to smooth it out or just keep it jagged. Really depends on what you're looking for personally. so that's
That's
set.
another stick in the brazier, huh?
You can choose. You can just change it like this. Have it all the same or have them be different. Oh, that green looks pretty nice.
They came, I saw, and stayed for the drinks.
Right, so then you can end up with something like this. This is the little bathroom.
What a lovely brazier! My heart's blazing!
And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'll do a little bit more tonight though, so. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, and week.